Buckle up, everyone. We're going to be talking about feelings today. That's right. You heard me right. We're talking about emotions because I have a lot of them. But before we get into that, I would love for you to take a moment to subscribe to this channel. And before you subscribe to this channel, you may be asking, who am I? My name is Julian. I am a singer, dancer, and actor who loves makeup, and that is what we're here to talk about today. Only we're not talking about makeup, we're talking about feelings, but I'm using the cover up, the disguise, the camouflage of me doing makeup so that I don't do a podcast. Basically, that this is just me avoiding doing a podcast. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I'd love for you to go and subscribe to this channel. We're doing videos, not every week because I already missed a week, tee, but we're doing videos as often as I can because it's just me. I'm editing, I'm filming, and I'm tired, but we're still here. So I would love for you to subscribe and leave a comment down below if you know who I am. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have never met me before, I'd love to hear from you because, I don't know, we can forge a relationship. How about we forge a relationship? I'm going to try my best this time to actually list the products that I used in this video down below. Don't hold me to that though, because I may not do it. But I don't really want to talk about this makeup because it is basically just like how I look. Like whenever I put makeup on. There's nothing really special to it. I started doing that latte trend, the like brown makeup trend that has been circulating around the good old internets. Yeah, I just want to give it another whack. So we're going to give it another whack, but like later on. Anyway, I want to talk about being in New York. I moved back to New York about 2 months ago now after working on a cruise ship as a performer and doing various other performing contracts before that took me around the world and around the country of America. It was great. I'm so grateful and I loved it. And I love performing. It's really, truly, I'm so happy to say that I get to do the thing that I'm kind of on this earth to do, like entertain. So that's cool. As like the other side of that coin, I'm currently in New York City, living in New York City for the first time with no plan for like an escape plan to leave the city, if that makes sense. Like I am here with the intention of living here, and that should be so exciting, and it is so exciting, but on the other side of that, it is very daunting. It's very scary. I feel scared. And I was trying to avoid talking about this in this form because I want to keep things joyful and I want to keep things bubbly. I'm kind of newer to the YouTube space, so like I don't want to just like start off by like oversharing and like scaring everyone away. So I'm going to avoid the oversharing. But I also do think that there is value and there is importance in me sharing my experience because there's other people out there who are either contemplating, moving to the city or moving away from home, whatever, have it, just doing something that makes you uncomfortable. And so I just want to kind of like share the feelings that I've been having the last few weeks because it's very interesting to like watch myself go through these different little stages of like, wow, I'm so happy to be here, and then just like feeling so lost and so uncomfortable. Like I just had so many waves of just like discomfort because I'm nervous and I'm just scared because I don't know what the future is, and I'm not a person that just goes on the fly. I like to say that I'm that type of person, but I'm really not, you guys. Like I plan and I plan and then I plan again. A little background information, I guess, is necessary here. I am working that part-time queen lifestyle right now. I'm not going to say what I do. I'm not going to say what I do. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you like know what I do for like part-time jobs. But anyway, I have part-time jobs. And yeah, there's an S there. I have part-time jobs. I'm on 2 and we're working towards a 3rd one because in my mind and in my heart and in my soul, I am rich. rich lifestyle, and that rich lifestyle needs to be upkept. What? Kept up. This rich I like to spend money. So, in order to do that, takes more jobs. And I don't mind doing that, honestly. That's fine. I'm still finding the job that's going to make me as happy as performing makes me. And I'm getting closer to the feeling and the conclusion that doesn't exist. This is giggling. I'm not crying. I promise I'm not crying. There is a world where I will work and the job will be the job, and I will leave that job and I will go home and I will have fun. I know that is the possibility, and I know that is the goal for me for this next year of just not performing. But that's crazy, you guys. I can't believe people just do that for years, like decades. People just like go to work and then they leave. There's no passion. They just clock in and clock out. I wish I was that. I care so hard about these little part-time jobs that I'm doing, and the people that I'm working with do not care, which once again, power to you. But I'm just not that way. And I wish I was that way so that I could, I don't know, have a better, like, healthy mental life, but I'm not. So I'm going to do my best in everything that I do, and I'm going to strive for excellence, because there's a quote that someone famous said, I'm sure, and that quote is, you are working, I'm going to mess it up, but there's a quote it's basically saying, like, you work the job that you want to be working, not the job you're currently in, and, like, dress for the job that you want, not for the job that you're currently in. That world, somewhere in that world, if you know what the quote is, leave it in the comments. But basically it's like, I always am doing my best because I know that this is not the ending point for me, and I know that there's something bigger. And it's not even it doesn't come from a place of, like, oh, I want people to see that I'm doing a good job so that they'll promote me, or that they'll, like, I don't know, like, pick me up from this job or whatever. It's just my moral compass and my ethics. I'm gonna do a good job because, like, I can feel better about it. Like, I can know that I've done my best and that I've helped someone in whatever way or whatever. I feel like it's just a better way of going through life, knowing that you've done a good job. Once again, flipping that coin, though, that is exhausting, especially on these jobs that are not, paying me the money that, I don't know, that I deserve or that I'm qualified for. Fill in the blank there. But, like, there is a part-time job motivation that is going to be very different than, like, a salary motivation in my mind. So that has been one of the issues. I'm just gonna, like, okay, let's not call them issues. Let's not do that. Is this therapy? You guys, is this therapy? Okay, we're keeping it bubbly. I'm gonna, let's see. Let's make a joke. Okay, who's got a joke? Okay, quickly, raise your hand if you have a joke. Does anyone have a joke, please? If you haven't clicked away by now, thank you. Because we're only halfway through, baby. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna readjust. Hold on, I'm readjusting my feet. I'm sitting on my bed and I'm holding this microphone like it is my life. I should just do a podcast. Do I do a podcast? No, I don't want to do a podcast because then I have to do research. I don't want to research. I just want to talk. We're back to the opinions. Okay, that was a fun little, we took a little break there. Did you enjoy that? Did everyone have fun? I think I spoke enough about the jobs that I care about. Maybe we'll circle back to the jobs. Let's talk about the performing part of it. Let's do it. Let's dive in. Here we go. This is the math for you. Some simple math, but math nonetheless. I graduated in 2017. I have pretty much consistently had something to do performing wise every year since then, if not a few. This is not a brag, but I'm not going to be shy about that. I'm extremely proud of myself and extremely grateful to have had these amazing opportunities. Like, if I never performed again, I'm so happy with what I've done. Like, I've done amazing cool things. Like, I played a dream role at 23. Oh, it's really cool. I could cry about it because that's so special. And yeah, if I didn't do it again, I would be a very content little human. That being said, I played a dream role at 23, and I had a moment when I was doing Kinky Boots on tour that I was like, oh no, what's next? Like, I've always, as a kid, in college and post college or whatever, I've always kind of been like, okay, here is my like goal. Like, that's the finish line kind of deal. Instead of like checkpoints, I guess, in your life, that was always like the finish line. And so for years, Lola in Kinky Boots was my finish line. And then I got there and it was like, oh my gosh, I did it. And that's like not a way to live. That's not healthy. But so I, I just kind of like let it be. But now I'm kind of like, okay, I have to like force another finish line basically into my life so that I can like have motivation to keep going and keep living, and oh my gosh, not keep living, but keep striving to something, if that makes sense. We're gonna pause and talk about this concealer. Everyone, this concealer was way too light. I understand. I was trying a thing, and holy moly, it ends up being fine at the end. But I was scared, you guys. Okay, that's all I'm gonna talk about makeup. I said I was not gonna talk about makeup. Yes, the finish line. I needed a new finish line. There are a lot of roles there. No, actually, that's not true. There's a handful of roles right now currently in the theater industry that I am dying to play. And even in saying that, it's not the same feeling that I had for the stream role that I have done. And that is a strange place to be because I don't feel like I have motivation to continue performing, but I love performing. So I'm stuck. I feel stuck in that way. Once again, I'm sharing this not as like a feel sorry for me, please comment like compliments or whatever. I'm sharing this with the intention and the hope that if you are in a similar place to me, you can at least know that you're not alone and that this happens to everyone. And like, I don't know, like this could be like a moment of like advice. Like, if you have advice from me, like I'd love to hear it. But also, like, somewhere in here, I'm sure there's like a nugget that you can take away of just like, it's okay to not fire on all cylinders. Like, we don't need to be racing towards something. I haven't even reached 30. I'm saying the age. I was told to not say my age, but we're not 30. So you can do the math there. I think what I am hoping to figure out in the next 10 minutes, basically, that this video will last, I'm hoping to figure out a way to like be happy and be grateful for the place that I'm currently in, while also continuing to find motivation to do the thing that I know that I'm on this earth to do. The last few auditions I've gone into, I felt so, like I said earlier, like uncomfortable. And not in like a, well, yeah, it was nerves. I was nervous to audition, but also there was like a part of me that was like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to be in this room. I don't, like, I didn't feel warm and open and like my natural self and all these things. And that's just not a place that I want to come from. I don't want to, yeah, I don't like the whole just working to work thing that happens with a lot of musical theater professionals. and entertainment professionals in general, we're kind of taught any work is work, or like, like just keep saying that you're a working actor. And if that is for you, that is great. But that is it should not be a blanket statement. And I believe that I was taught that way too young. And so that has been programmed into my brain, and that's just not a healthy way of living. It's one of the number one reasons why I am currently burned out and why a lot of my peers are burned out. We're just throwing ourselves at the system that is like constantly underpaying us, constantly mistreating us. For what? Like, just to say that we're working. Once again, there's a whole world of us out there. Like, everyone has their own opinions, everyone has their own experiences. Just what I've been seeing, like I said, I've done great things, but in those great things, it could have been better, and it's not been better. And so I don't want to throw myself back into that just to burn out again, because right now I'm so tired all the time. So I want to take a step back so that I can be happy, and that I can also bring my happiness to other people. I'm talking in circles, and the reason I'm talking in circles is because I didn't make a script for this video. Like I said, I'm still figuring out this channel. If you've watched the last few videos, they're kind of all over the place, and I'm still figuring out the formula. But I wanted to just like kind of speak off the cuff for this one, because yeah, I wanted to test it, and I wanted to see what comes out of my brain. And like I said, I don't want this to be like a dark, sad video. So if this is that, please comment and tell me that this was too dark and too sad. I need the feedback so that I can craft a way, because I here's another thing. Actually, yeah, let's talk about this while we're here. As I've gotten to my age of almost 30, but not 30, I am realizing that the little kid version of Julian never went away as we grew up. I am shy. Like, I'm an introvert. But I trained myself for years, especially in high school and college when I was doing more musical theater. I trained myself to be an extrovert, or to appear as an extrovert, and to be like the bubbly, like all that stuff, which I am. There is a part of me that's like very excitable, that is very golden retriever energy, very like will scream and be like on a 10. And that's fun, and that's everything. But I get exhausted when I do that. Like, when I'm with a group of people, I'll come home. Oh, bless you, Julian. I'll get home and I will pass out. So, yeah, I'm just realizing that, like, that's a nice parallel that my parents have always pointed out, but I've always been like, whatever. But you guys, I am shy. Like, there are times where I've been in group situations, because I've been kind of just like meeting friends of friends and things recently. And oh my gosh, like, my pits are sweaty. My gooch is sweaty. Like, my mouth gets dry. Like, oh my goodness gracious, I can't even like form a sentence without stuttering. So, also fan break. We're taking a fan break. Everyone, Here Lies Love is on Broadway. Is that giving away my job? Oh, I sell merchandise in Broadway theaters. Everyone, whatever. Well, lost the train of thought. She lost the plot again. What was I talking about? Okay, you know what? Whatever. I don't remember what I was talking about. And I'm keeping all this in. Like, this is gonna be in the video. I usually would edit out these moments that I forget and that I go into a different world. But I want to keep this in because we're all about honesty. I don't know. This video is about honesty and feelings. This video is also about feelings. I'm remembering where I was. Okay. Yes, am an introvert who has extrovert tendencies, I guess, or whatever that term would be. But my reason in saying that is that I am getting older, and I'm just learning how to be comfortable, like the most comfortable on my terms. I think that's what I want to say. Like, I'm feeling I'm a people pleaser. I think I know that. So I'm a people pleaser in that I want to be that fun friend. I want to be that like let's go out and whatever friend. And I want to be that friend that people can come to and talk to and, feel comfortable. But I also need to make sure that that is what I resonate with. And the moment that it does not, or the moment that I feel uncomfortable with it, I should set that boundary. This is not at anyone. I haven't like had to actually express this, but I was just thinking long term, just like with you guys. You guys, I lost it. I don't know. I don't know where that was going. I don't know what that was supposed to. There was a point to that, and I don't remember. And I've been searching and I've been saying words while I'm like in one tab on like an internet browser. I'm in one tab actively like doing something, and then there's a secret incognito tab on the next one that I'm trying to figure out where that point was supposed to go. And that tab, it's not responding. The Wi-Fi has cut off because we don't know. Like, I can't help you if you don't give me anything. And so I just kept trying to talk to get through that. So there's nothing about that. But I guess in conclusion, this video, there was no solution. Also, by the way, I didn't find a solution, and that's okay because we're gonna keep going. But the main thing that I hope that is a takeaway from this video is that we go through seasons of feeling maybe not at our best, and I feel like my personal feelings and my personal like the reason I'm feeling so down these last few weeks has to deal with what my vision of success was going to look like, and I'm just currently not in that realm. But that's okay because one, I am successful, but two, there are seasons where you just won't be doing anything, and that's okay. So that's the takeaway. I think if you take away anything from this is like, I think you should be okay with sitting down and just doing what you gotta do. Like, I'm making money to pay bills at this point. Like, there's no like goals in mind. I'm just like paying rent, I'm paying my bills, and I'm eating and I'm sleeping. And that's it. And so I'm just kind of like letting that be the goal, and we'll figure it out from there. But it's not fun, Like, I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun. But that's okay. It's okay. I'm feeling the feelings and I'm letting them be, but I'm not letting them take over my life also. I'm still here. I'm still grounded. I'm still rooted in what I believe and who I believe I am and who I know that I am. And so I'm here. I'm here for you. We're getting to that time. Fall's right around the corner, and that means winter is coming. And so there's about to be a lot of things going on in your brain. And I just want to say, let's snuggle up together, and we're going to make it through this. I'm reading a lot of books. I think that's the next thing we're going to launch into. I'm still going to do the makeup thing. I've recently moved, so I'm figuring out a setup for that stuff. But in the meantime, I have been reading more than I've read in my entire life, and I love it. I'm having a great time reading. I'm currently reading Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. If you are interested in that book, or if you've read that book, I'd love to hear about your experience with it. I have read Miss A Court of Thorns and Roses, the whole series. Yes, I have. And I have bought the box set. Yes, I did. So I will have that in paper form, and I will be reading that again. She is maybe my favorite author. I said it. Okay, whatever. She's my favorite author right now. And I've read a bunch of other books as well. So I'm going to talk about those later, but let me know if that is something that you are curious to hear about now, or if you'd like me to push it to later, because I will take that into consideration as I do these next few videos. But I just want to get back on, I had to get this video out. This was sitting in my bank. I had this like edited from weeks ago, and I needed to get this out. And I had a voiceover plan, like I said, to do a whole tutorial, but that just wasn't sitting right in my soul. So here we are. We talked about feelings. I hope this was fun. I hope this was not a downer. I hope you giggled and teeheed a little bit. I teeheed. I had a little teehee. I had a little tear. Take a shot if you could hear when I was crying. Comment below. Comment below the timestamp when you heard tears hit the microphone because they were there. But that's who I am. Whatever. I cry. I won't cry. I'm not gonna feel bad about crying. Crying is an emotion. No, crying. No, crying is a I'm not gonna. Oh wait, let's take it from zero. I'm not gonna feel bad about crying. Crying is a manifestation of my emotions. Ooh, that sounds too much like the person I don't want to be present. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. The makeup is basically finished. Claps for that. Claps for the makeup. They look stunning, and the light went out, but they look stunning in the video, don't they? Anyway, go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet. Leave me some comments. I would love to hear from you. Talk to me. Don't send me a text message. Comment below. I want everyone to see our conversation. I want everyone to see you compliment me in public. And you can follow me on Instagram for more if you'd like. It'll be there. I'll be there. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for being here. I think you're awesome for watching to the end of this video. I will never not say that. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Party, party, party. Party, party, party. Okay, goodbye. Bye. Gotta go.